Welcome to Breaking News. I bring for you latest news on today. After 2016, some Democrats said it would take Maschino to win back states like Michigan. The midterms look set to prove them wrong. Destroyed Michigan. After Hillary Clinton lost a Rust Belt to Donald Trump, some Democrats argued that it would take Maschino to win back white, blue-collar man. But this year midterm election looks set to prove them wrong. In 2018, it's women who are poised to deliver the region of Democrats.
Women candidates like Gretchen Whitmer, the Democrat expected to make it to the governor's mansion, Mary Manoogian, a Democrat running for state representative, and Mallory McMorrow, also a Democrat running for state senate, are all on the ballot in Michigan, the heart of Rust Belt, and all have a strong shot at winning. Whitmer is up by 12 points in the polls against Republican Bill Seward. She's running on a competence and follow-through in a state where Republicans have neglected key infrastructure. One of the campaign messages is fix the damn roads. What people in Michigan want is someone who does what they say they're going to do, who is real and stays focused on the issues that matter to families. Whitmer told at Dearborn campaign event earlier this month. It's not about macho, it's about getting things done. Whitmer and other women running are showing that bringing their experiences as women to the campaign trail doesn't have to be identity politics, at least not the way critics use the term. They're pitching themselves as different from what's gone before in ways that include, but aren't limited to their gender. For me, it's about more than just being woman. The 26-year-old Manoogian told me about her run for the state house. It's about being a young woman and a product of the community. Voters, especially women clamoring for a change from Trump, are listening. In the wake of 2016 election, many pundits coalesced around the explanation for Trump's win. He had been unexpectedly successful at pulling white working-class voters away from Democratic Party, especially in areas of Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania that had gone for Obama in 2008 and 2012. As those surprised by Trump's victory continue to dissect the election, many focused on a particular slice of white, working-class voters, men in Rust Belt who worked in or had recently lost manufacturing jobs. If there's such a thing as Trump Democrat, Edward McClellan wrote in an op-ed at Washington Post, he's exemplified by Bill Peake, a UAW member who worked 41 years for General Motors at Saginaw Central Foundry. He quoted Peake praising Trump's toughness. All of our businesses should be penalized if they move their plants overseas. He's gonna put his foot down. He's ahead of Clinton in my book, Peake told McClellan. He's a businessman. If anybody's gonna get us out of here and get us back on our feet like it should be, he's the one. McClellan wasn't the only one to focus on post-industrial Michigan to explain Trump's win. For a 2017 Atlantic story calling on the Democratic Party to recommit the white working class, Franklin Forward spent time to Macomb County outside Detroit. Trump beat Clinton by 12 percentage points in Macomb, and Forward used the county as a springboard for the argument that Clinton lost the election in part because she paid too much attention to the ideals of the cultural left, which seeks the validation of minorities and women in the eyes of national culture, at the expense of economic left whose populism was more appealing to working-class white voters. Donald Trump, meanwhile, was the macho man the Rust Belt craved. To beat him and his ilk, Democrats should feed that craving, either with white male candidates Joe Biden comes up a lot, or at the very least by not talking so much about gender and race. The women running in Michigan aren't saying, I'm a woman, vote for me. But they are campaigning on their unique experience, which includes their gender. And rather than recoil in horror from identity politics, voters are seeing something appealingly different. Whitmer has also been outspoken about sexual misconduct allegations against Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. On the day Kristen Blasey Ford testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee that Kavanaugh has assaulted her when both were in high school, Whitmer tweeted simply, I believe Dr. Ford. Whitmer isn't only Michigan candidate taking his approach. For Mary Mnuchin, a former State Department employee and Birmingham native running for the State House of Representatives there, gender is just one factor she believes to give a unique perspective on the state's problems. Hillary Clinton failed to carry Michigan for a number of reasons, some of them unknowable. There was a decade-long story of sexy news coverage that helped convince American voters she was unlikable. There were her own admitted shortcomings as a politician. There was a failure to spend much time in the state to general election campaign. But Clinton, despite her historic status as the first woman major party nominee, also looked to many voters like business as usual. The wife of a former president, she struggled to win over those who opposed his policies. And when Trump was caught on the tape bragging about his ability to grab women by the pussy, he was able to bring up Bill Clinton's allegation of sexual assault, even bringing some of Clinton's accusers to a debate.
And this story appears in Breaking News from us on latest twists and turns around the midterm election. Subscribe and follow us along with more of Trump's administration policy. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the duration of today's program. Thank you for watching.